Hello people, welcome to another interesting episode of City Talks, where we give our unfiltered, undiluted and very very honest opinion about things that are happening in the society, from conversations about entertainment, about food, about politics, about people in general, things that concern you and things that we think that you should have conversation around are things that we're going to be having conversation about today. We promise that today's episode is going to be another interesting one, so make sure that you stay tuned, stay jiggy, and do not cross that out. Yeah, my name is Just Kudi, your next celebrity neighbor, and I have it with me, my girl. You know who?
Love. You already know what it is. I'm your friend on the mic. I'm your gist partner, and as usual, we have plenty of takes for you today. Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay jiggy and stay true. Well, we're very very sorry because last week we forgot to wish our fans, our people, our friends at home a happy
Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day. It's 65 years of progress, of a lot of hula baloo, like the president said. We've tested the pain, we've tested the heart, we've tested the war, and we're here. We are the result of the fights and all the sweat that went down into the history.
Yeah, waxing stronger.
We're staying strong, and this is a wish to every Nigerian out there. We pray that our children do not go through the things that we went through and the things that we're still going through. And talking about Independence Day, did you know there was no marching parade this year?
Oh, really? I didn't know about that.
It's the first of its kind. There was no marching parade, and then the president talked about how he was able to sleep better, how he was not stressed. There's no early morning rush. But then what do you think about it though?
Well, really, so I just hope that the money that was supposed to use for that is,
preparation
is used for something good and something visible that we can see.
That we can see. That's a very, very important word. Things that we can see. For me, I think it wasn't exactly a bad thing. It is necessary, but I think it's not exactly important because even when it is not done, we did not miss it.
We didn't know. We didn't feel anything.
You guys
they can as well just use the money for something better.
Yes. And then we just pray that the promises that were made to us, your holiness, your highness, please. We are our mouth are bare. Our mouth is dry, and then we are here. We're humbly asking that we hope that all the promises are brought to fruition, and we Nigerians can start living happy and living fresh. Because we need that break.
I'm telling you,
it's not easy being in Nigeria. We need that break. So please, Mr. President and every other person in the parliament, please do good to all Nigerians. Now, talking about winning and progress and all that we're hoping for the future, this is also our heartfelt and open congratulations to Imisi of BB Naija.
Yeah, congratulations to her.
Yeah, congratulations. So, talking about Imisi, what was your first impression of Imisi when she came into the house?
Well, for me, when she got into the house, she made a statement. Yeah. From the stage to she entered the house, I feel like she brought authenticity. If that's
authenticity.
Right. Yeah, authenticity. So I feel like she was original. She brought herself, and then she brought her game. Because one thing for sure, I kept on thinking, no, because when you look at her pictures outside the house, it's not like the way she dresses inside. But then you are there to win a game. You have to have a strategy now. Of course, if you reach your turn, no organize yourself, no do strategy. Go inside as a nepo baby now.
Yeah,
but then
she deserved it. Like the acclaimed content creators will say, they'll tell you, carry your hustle on your head like your life depends on it. Fuck it. I think there's one thing that Imisi did is come in with a strategy and put it off from the beginning to the end. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, me too.
I felt like
I was just indifferent about her.
It's not like I felt like she was loud. Imisi was loud. And one thing that I love about her was how she came to. I think that's the first time anybody had actually come into the house like that, like showing that I'm poor. I think
no. She didn't come inside to say I'm poor. She didn't even give that vibe. No. She gave street vibes.
No, that's what we categorize. Because if you're coming into Big Brother Naija house, the first thing that comes to your mind is zazz, is luxury, is finesse. But she came in with Ghana must go.
Oh yes, I remember when she brought
that was like, I was like, I'm not part of you nepo babies. I know where I'm coming from. I'm deeply rooted
from Ebute Meta.
Like it's deep. And that was good because it was a good strike, and that was what brought like everyone like this is the first of its kind. Even if it too was like, if it was poor, was like, let me not use the word poor. That's very, very harsh. Now,
No.
if it also gave the idea like I'm not
from an
not
humble background.
humble background. Thank you for the word. And I think Lekon, yes,
Okay.
I think Lekon also came like that. And then if it won, oh my god, oh my
Are you seeing
god,
the pattern? No.
Whoa.
No. Imisi's game was different.
no,
It was different because
No.
she came in with comedy.
I think
Comedy.
I wouldn't say
She was
different.
more-
I
yeah.
think it was upscaled.
Okay.
Like she came in, she infused comedy into the I'm humble kind of
And
person.
no, the way she dressed. Look at the way she dresses now. That's what we are talking about. So the way she dressed always amused, followers and
Like
fans.
people-
And people were
people
like,
loved it
why
and
is
got them
she like
interest.
this? And she actually maintained that from the
Do you know what I
first
told
month.
my sister? Because I think this is like the first Naija that did not follow back to back. Like I was not everything
Yeah,
that
me too.
I
I
said
wasn't
it last time we
interested
had that
like-
conversation. Like I'm not really a fan. Whatever I know or heard were things I
was
just picked
because-
from here
yeah,
and
me
here.
too. I
And
never
and
really
one thing
sat
I
down
told
to
my
watch
sister was, this girl, she will not win. I mean, Tasha did it with all of our noise.
No, the funny
I
thing-
said it.
I
I'm
knew
I'm
she was
taking
gonna-
it back.
See, I knew she was going to win from the beginning.
I'm with the winners.
From
I'm
the
taking
way
it
she
back.
entered, I remember the day Phyna entered the house too. That was the first. That was the same game. Did you see?
Yes.
Phyna too.
And
was like,
that's true.
yeah, that was how.
also a
Yes, that was how she entered. Removed that wig. So when she came to remove that wig, I said, "Oh, you've captured Nigeria, and you have just 1 week to do that."
Yes,
you have just
like
1
to
week.
stay locked into, and that was why everybody was just trying to show strategy and do all of that. and do all
everybody
of that.
was doing all those.
And
sorts.
speaking of authenticity, one thing I think I like, but I still do not really support, was the way she brought that mentality from the beginning to the final. Did you see her
mentality.
outfit?
Exactly.
Like I mean, people dress traditionally, but the traditional outfit is bent. The gele, she wore it a day before for the party, and then baby girl was wearing Crocs.
You know what? That was what made her won.
No.
No, that was what made her win. Actually, that's what I was. You see, because of that game she brought, because of the way she always dressed.
But then let's relax. I will take anything, but a Crocs over Iran Buba. That's
knew that was
classic.
what was it. Hey, God, I beg. How much was the grand prize again?
I think it's 150.
If it's to wear the Crocs on my head, I wear it.
Please
What are we
relax.
talking about?
Relax, but
It was because of she was actually out of she was out of the ordinary. She was
Yeah.
not doing what every other person was
Yeah,
doing, and that was
yeah,
what made
yeah.
her win.
Yeah, that's
normally
true.
we know that she would not want to go out and wear that now.
yeah, and I think
I'm not even a fan, but then this
I
is
think
money
one
on the
people,
one people.
I'm for the
This
winners.
is millions of naira just
I
like
wasn't a
that.
fan, but she won.
man.
So yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
I'm not even a fan. No,
I'm a fan now.
But I
I'm
like
a fan
that
now
game.
because I like, and I think one thing that kept me locked in is our authenticity. Like I said earlier, like she's rooted from the beginning up until the very end. There's nothing that wavered. Her lousiness followed her, and when she was giving her vote of thanks on the stage, did you see how that shit was roasted?
I even saw an interview she did with Ebuka. You can still see the way she was speaking.
It was roasted.
I think she just real.
Now,
That's
speaking on winning, yeah, people said that if Faith had not been disqualified, he would have won.
See, now the thing is, for every season that an housemate was disqualified,
Yeah.
there is always that narrative
That he would have won.
that one person would have won. But for Faith is very intelligent. It's a very
Yes.
he was the most active in the house.
And he has the largest, if that's the right word, individual winning in the history of
the guy carried the show on his head. He was very active and everything. I would say Faith was intelligent, or Faith is intelligent, he's smart, but he's not wise. There's a difference between being wise and being intelligent. There are some things that it's not every fight you engage in, it's not everything that people don't do to you that you carry on your head. Can you see how he was behaving? For a doctor. So he had the potential of winning. I would say he had the potential because he had that fight.
I don't think he does. Because Imisi, I feel like Imisi had the people locked in from the beginning. Imisi was the show's favorite, was the people's favorite. Maybe it would have come second,
definitely.
But then we don't really remember second.
We don't.
But then, but do you think that disqualification was worth it? The reason for disqualification?
Well, it was violent.
So what I feel is
no, you asked me now. I'm not done.
You
asked me. Let me answer.
answer.
So now the thing is, I think it was enabled. Big Brother enabled him. Like they didn't even warn him. At some point, when you are doing too much and people warn you, you are making a mistake.
Like
you
a
calm
strike.
down. You calm down. There was no warning. There was no strike. It just be like say they push him till they enter inside pit.
But if they push you, they look back to see if they push you.
No, because at the end of the day, now this guy, he was, even though he did not, he was just violent. I beg.
Yeah, the guy was violent.
Too much. He was too much.
But then what I feel, it deserve it.
I actually liked the guy as per. I like the way.
I know. Remember that the last time we had this conversation in this place here, that this faith matter. Now we talk about the last time I had BB Naija conversation in this studio, it was faith issue. I think it was with somebody or something like that. Yes, that they used
HOH is rain.
Yeah, that we still.
He was always on the highlights.
We spoke about so I feel like you said, it was padded. It was padded behind on the back, like you can do.
You're untouchable.
Don't worry because this one I feel like the one that they should have just taking him out was that one that I had with Imisi with the Indomie, and then was dragging the plate with and then
even pour kerosene.
I'd not even followed the kerosene, but then that particular, because I keep seeing that video of Imisi's when I smashed the plate on her face while they were dragging the plate. Now, why I feel like this one is not for qualification was in his defense. What people were shouting was, "Don't touch her! Don't!" In his defense, he did not touch her. He only dragged the basket.
He dragged it with too much force.
Guy, now you will carry chest. The follow person will carry most to fight. You go, the girl herself is stubborn.
But see now, let me tell you.
But that's not the see. It has finished.
Wait, so just kidding. See now,
Okay.
this is what they say is there are some times that you may never be at fault, but when you involve yourself in something that you get. That maybe look at that thing that happened now. See, I followed the story. I had to look up the story. So Tana was at fault from the beginning to the end.
That's what
he was at fault, but at the end of the day, he carried the whole blame.
No.
Why? Because of his anger.
He had his robe that was burning like you know when you're about to bomb a tornado. You want to bomb. You know those olden days bomb, those long sticks. That you now on light under the rope. The rope not burning small. His rope was burning till that point. So that's why I said like that video. His
rope is always burning now. It's always burning because the day before he sat on that kitchen brim, fighting with his friend Mensa. What is that guy name? Yeah. So the guy know they. Exactly. But at the end of the day, who carry the blame?
And then I heard the rumor that people are vying for his license to be revoked.
Because I don't know
that's
about
gonna
that.
be big.
That's too much.
That's gonna, you came to a national. You need therapy. You came to a national TV for a national show that is being aired 24/7, and then you are being that it's violent for a guy. Like somebody said, he said, "I'm not really concerned about this. I'm worried for whether he's going to marry because that guy is going to be a woman beater." Take it all.
And if you know, he dey vex.
He boy.
And if he dey vex, he go dey do like one thing about him that I noticed. He's always wanting to claim I am right. Like as a man, you must be foolish sometimes.
Ego finish.
You have to overlook a lot of things because you are always fighting with everybody. You can't be like say the old housemates can't gang up against
him.
And well, that's his. Can you imagine near success syndrome? Something where you don't do for 3 months. You reach 3 days to the end of the show
and then you're just done.
How about his winnings?
No, you know that they said that the car that I won with Innocent Motors is going to be revoked. I might be given to the second.
Can you imagine?
So all of those winnings are taken back.
I think he won about 38 million naira.
So all of those things are gone. And then he had lost all of his endorsements, everything that could have been like
everything.
The way to Bakare did not win, but he came out with a lot.
Who is Toby Bakare?
I told Bakare.
Oh yeah.
He didn't win. We expected him to win, but he came out with a lot. He had a lot, and those were the things that had his back and everything. That could have been fate.
30 million naira car.
You
lost everything. 3 days to the
when
end
they
of the
say
show.
they pray against your family problem.
No, it's not family anger.
No,
there's a spirit of anger.
Spirit of anger is spirit of devil. Because as soon as ladies, your mind they boil. Some people they on light for your matter. When you are praying, pray.
Everything someone does to you, you want to react immediately.
Pray. Like we all get vexed. So, but like we minimize the actions, but.
I wish
to God be
the
the
best,
glory.
Actually,
I mean, he came out and people were hailing him. You are the best you could have won.
I feel like, and he had fans. He had loyal fans. I'm telling you, Faith had fans.
Them are gonna be all right because right now, Imisi have won. Even though I'm not a beginner fan, but I'm an ending fan. I follow the winner. Let the winner rule. So Imisi, congratulations to you, and please just stay authentic. We're not asking you to be the same local girl when you leave the house because we're gonna ask for receipts. Yeah. But we expect that. I mean, you don't just change, because that's what we love about you, is your authenticity, your uniqueness, your freeness, your me. I am weird. I am awesome in my own way. So please don't allow that the industry and the old celebrity thing does not get into you and make you lose yourself, because that's what one of our sisters is doing right now. We're gonna get to her in this course of this conversation. Did I call him? What's the problem? Did I call him?
Okay. So just Scudi, did you hear about Dangote refinery laying off about 800 of his staffs?
So I heard, and I am crossed between words and actions, because I think what led to that whole scenario was that Dangote said that he does not want his employees joining unionism, joining the oil and gas unionism, Pengasan, like the way you have the motor unionism, the market traders unionism, unions, all this meeting.
So why doesn't he want that?
Is a private company.
Okay.
It's not exactly mandated to be a part of them. Besides being a private company, it has a foothold that it doesn't necessarily need to be. It produces its own oil, produces everything on its own. It has its own refinery, so it's not exactly entirely under their law. It's under the nation's law, but I don't think it's entirely under the. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's just my own thought and my opinion. But then, he said that does not want his workers to join any union, to be a part of any organization, be any group and all of those things. But then they still went ahead and joined.
So he laid them off.
So he got vexed.
And fired all of them.
Fired all of them. Now, Pegasan people started. I mean, why? What's the meaning of that? Is that enough for you to lay people to take their feeding, people that have families and responsibilities and all of those things? But then the president intervened and said that unionism is not a problem, that by normalcy they're supposed to be a part of an organization.
Okay.
And that they should be given back their job. In the process of all of those things is when Pengasan went on strike. Now, when you think that you are smart, I'll tell you that I'm smarter. That is the strategy that Dangote used for the government in power and the people of Pengasan. That should take them back. I don't have a problem. I mean, I understand their struggle.
Okay.
Their family, there are people that have families and all of this. But you cannot imagine where they take away from where you are collecting plenty money and then go and put you in another place. So they took them out of the oil and gas and took them to sugar and cement.
Oh, okay.
Now, my question here is, do you think that being a part of a unionism is what losing the benefits that comes with your work?
Okay. So the thing is, the company you work for says they don't want it. Don't join this thing. It's as simple as that. What are they looking for in the unionism self? What's the essence of the
The funny thing is, I think the sugar and cement that they are in now, they cannot be a part of union.
Then what do they want? What is their primary goal? Is it not for you to go to work, collect your salary, do your due diligence, go home and feed your family? So what is the unionism about? The company said they don't want it. Then leave it now.
It comes down to
Abi?
how I don't understand people. You come and say that Nigeria is bad, we have government bad, but then when we say that these things are rotten to the core, meaning that it starts from decisions that you make, the actions that you take. Because if you are working under an organization, just like your parents will tell you, don't go out.
Yes, already the organization have the right to tell you your do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts. If you go out at night, Egungun will bite you. You might get lost. A lot of things could happen. You say, no, I don't want to hear. I mean, what's it? I'm old enough now. I should be able to make decisions. Then you go out and then you get burnt.
Yeah, it's their rules.
It's their rule. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound unreasonable, but I do think that if you're working with an organization and then there's a lay down rule as to how they want their disciplines that you're supposed to follow, keep it. The person that owns the company, Gongon, is not a part of the union. You people are just like members. It's not like you have any particular role that you're doing there. But let's be honest, the strike that these people went on, the Pengasan, saved them. But now it's costing the people.
Yeah, it's costing us. It's costing us. The price of gas
it's now 2,000 naira per kg. Last I bought gas was 1,150.
Now 2,000, and there are some places they will not even sell for you for 2,000 naira.
Because they're keeping it for some people. I got to my sister, so I was going to cook for her, and she was like, we are somebody that is always feeling 6 kg. He said we had to fill
1 kg.
4 kg. Why? Because we can't find gas in my area. When we went to, they say it's 19. This one, they come my village for them in their house for 1, 2. They bring the gas to their house. But then they have to go out now and they say that it's 1, 9. So they just have to fix. And now, it's not turned to prepaid. You have to manage. You have to manage what you cook.
How you cook, when you cook, and when you cook.
Like, but then,
wow.
we're suffering. You find people, when it's not fuel, like the basic thing for cooking,
gas
to eat now, is now become a problem. You push it, please. And I said it earlier that
food now, even when we are buying food now, it will be more expensive if it continues
because there's some companies that gas is what they use to produce a lot of these things that we consume, and then they will now hike price up. It comes down to food. It's still bad. You can imagine you're paying excess for gas, and you're still paying more for the food that you're struggling to buy before. Please.
It just feels like every day and day they just find a way to make it hard for the masses.
And if you look at this now, this thing that we're going through now, the problem caused by a set of people that feel like they want to exhibit their sheer will, have their freedom, do what they want to do. Now it affected them, but thank God they're back in their position. But now it's affecting the general public. The nation is suffering. So please, the government will do their own. We too will be doing our own.
Those people now that Dangote has brought back, I don't think they will even stay long now.
It depends.
Very soon now. They
firing them one by one.
Because you've gone against the company.
No, they're even on probation. It looks like they've taken them back. But any misstep like this is bye-bye to Jaga.
And I'm sure there will be one person that would stand for them to come up together and say, let us do this. Now that person now don't.
But then you can't stop people. I feel like I really want to understand what their point is for taking that step. But then imagine that they did not even get that job back. 800 fresh unemployed people.
I'm telling you.
They now come and join people like us and I don't have work. We are living on may God help me. Anyway, thank you Dangote for taking them back, and please do not throw them back in the street. And Pegas and please come together. This suffering is enough. Me, I'm not feeling it, but every other person that I know are feeling it, and somehow it gets because they are complaining to me, and I'm happy to sit down and listen to all of their concerns, and it's affecting the general public. So please, this is our Oshishwawo. Avoid the close group. Please, let's wrap this up. And I mean, we just celebrated our 35th independence, so let's bask in the glory of that.
You not just jump from that already, please.
To another problem. It's too fresh. Let's give us a break.
I'm telling you, maybe let us breathe. Let's breathe.
Yeah.
Now, Phyna is back again. She's talking about Dangote. She's making videos, live videos, talking about them and dragging them, saying that Dangote went behind her back to pay her father 20 million naira for her sister's burial, and she wants more. She wants more. And now Dangote, they're not even saying anything. Their team, they're not responding. Nobody's saying anything. And then,
so if I'm being honest, I think I wouldn't say anything. Once again, I'm sorry for the life of the deceased. May your soul find peace. But if I were Dangote, have you seen Phyna's initial request? A demand. I'm gonna read them out to you. So let's go. It says that she is going to be speaking for the sister. So that she now requested that Ruth Otabo be flown out alacrity, which is immediately, to Apollo Hospital, New Delhi in India.
Okay.
She also said that they should prepare for vaginal reconstruction surgery for the sister, that they must do surgery that can reconstruct her vagina. I think the whole thing affected her vagina
when she was alive.
Yes, when these are things that she requested for earlier when the sister was still, like, when the whole thing happened. And then what all that we're airing was just the 5 billion naira that what's his name called, Very Dark Man said that she requested for. That our lawyer, a representative, came out and said that at what point did she request for that? Why are people just saying things that they don't know? Then she now went ahead to say that a sum of 6 million naira must be paid to the sister monthly for life. That's the third one. Then she said the travel documentation, facilitates and other arrangements be made for Ruth Otabo, mother, and and of her siblings to join her. Like she's gonna need the mother. They should make for the mother and the siblings when they are making preparations for the surgery, which is very reasonable because I mean she's gonna need somebody to take care of her, and it's not gonna be easy getting a caregiver there. Then she says scholarship for life for the children of Ruth. That I support with all of my heart. A sum of 6 million naira monthly for life, and same amount. That 6 million naira is supposed to be reviewed every 2 years to align with its equivalent exchange rate today in the United States. So that's 6 million naira that are paying her. They're supposed to be paying her every monthly for upkeep and everything. They'll be reviewing it every 2 years, and that 6 million naira is for life. Please note that 6 times 12 is 72 million naira. She gets 72 million naira in a year. Please do not take my actions for being unreasonable. I just want us to go through this together. Then she went ahead to say that all Ruth Otabo's associates' medical expenses to be covered by the principal for life. Every medical expenses that she needs, everything should be taken care of. And they're already paying 6 million naira per month. Buy or build her a house that is handicap friendly in a city center, like Lagos. Buy her a car that is handicap friendly. Buy her best class automated wheelchair. It has to be top notch and must be in vogue, like something in trend. Review the state of this automated wheelchair annually. They have to be checking it annually, so there's a chance that they'll be changing the chair annually. That's not even the bigger part. Replacement of automated wheelchair within a period of 7 days after any malfunction or damage report. If there's an issue with it, they should replace it within 7 days. Then she go for to say start a sustainable business for Ruth Otabo. This I support with all of my heart. It says that a permanent disability payment upkeep of our children and family impact payment of 5 billion naira. That one does not have a year or a month. It goes out straight after the initial 6 million naira that she'll be collecting every month, according to her, based on her request. This one I shocked me pass. A payment of 7.5% of the total amount paid to the Otabo family. Paid to the family pursuant to the immediate preceding paragraph. Okay, that's not necessary, but then they're supposed to get like 7.5% of the entire money that they be giving her. Yeah, that's everything. Now, if I were Dangote and she gave all of this, for one, I am so not going to take her seriously. I think I would understand the house, because I mean she needs a conducive house to live. I'd understand the car. I'd understand the wheelchair. I think the first thing first should be the wheelchair, because she has a house to live first to start with. But then they want a more conducive house for her and her children, because she's not expected to be paying house rent. So that I would get. Okay. But then you're collecting 6 million naira monthly.
Okay.
For life. Please note that. Till she die. To be collecting 6 million naira.
That's sustainable.
Wait now. They will still review it. They will still be reviewing it every 2 years. Based on, I think the review should be based on if it's still necessary or not. Then they give scholarship to all the children, and then they get 5 billion naira extra. They give her a business, sustainable business. They give family. That family I don't understand. What's the 7.5% total amount doing for the family? I don't get it. Now you request for all of these things. You now expect them to take you seriously. Do not forget that you denied that. You did not request for 5 billion naira. At least you're not him per se. Your representative came out, which was I think a lawyer then. That anybody that says that she requested 5 billion naira are going to be sued, and they're going to get lawyers letter. That one aside, when the sister died, you were waiting for Dangote representative from like 7 a.m. if I'm wrong to like 1 or 3 p.m. before you moved your sister, because you're waiting for them to come and get her out. Here is my resolution here. Something like this happened. You already have the voice. You have the people behind you. I think first things first. While I'm waiting for them to do all of their jargons, I'm taking care of my sister. I'm bringing receipts to you to refund my payment. refund every expenses made to get that thing ready. But even at her death, you're still waiting for them to come and clear the bill before you can move her. You came back to say that all the what's it called? All the promises that they said that they kept, that they were going to fly. I think this whole thing came out because she said that they were claiming that they were going to fly her out. They did not make any arrangement. That she was even the one that requested that they fly her out of the country. And then they said that they've been paying all the medical expenses. They've been beside her since the incident. Said they did not pay that. It was only the one at Lagos Hospital that they paid for. This information was processed the same day your sister died. That they set out the news. But then you're coming like 2 weeks after to drag. And then, few days after that, you went to club. How do you expect these people to take you seriously?
Like
no, why you just quiet like this now?
No, like they say, we grieve differently.
We grieve what?
We grieve differently. See, it doesn't mean that she's not going through it.
I'm not saying that she's not going through it. I'm saying that she has turned herself into a clown from all of her requests. Then you come today and tell me I'm going to fight you. Then a few days after, I'm out there jollying.
Well,
Do you know what make Very Dark Man who he is? When he bites.
see, first of all those demands now, safe. It does not. All these ones, I don't think it's even necessary.
It's not
anymore.
necessary again now.
Because she's dead, but they can still get
compensation.
Compensate the family, and that's what she should be looking at right now.
Looking at.
The
Like
compensation.
I feel like
and
the
I think it
20
should
million
just be
is
like a
small too.
one-time thing. The children, put them in scholarship and all of that.
Scholarship.
So that's all.
Scholarship. I mean, scholarship, maybe like give them some money to give them like a few years of upkeep and close the chapter. Me, I actually thought it too deep here. People are going to say that maybe I'm not. I don't want to use the word crazy. Because see, I know that Dangote is responsible for their workers. Yeah? But if we dissect this thing, if you want to overthink it, like I'm overthinking it when I was going through the process of this conversation.
Okay.
Not be Dangote eat your sister. And my point here, reason why I'm thinking this is, why would you come with this demand? The Dangote truck was used to eat your sister.
It's still Dangote.
No be him. And also, the truck driver and the truck does not belong directly to Dangote. It's a franchise of the Dangote. But then it has Dangote in it because I know that these things happen. So you hold the company responsible. But then you are not putting in the place that nobody the company drive, go kill the person.
But
If it wasn't a Dangote truck that eats his sister, I think it's crazier because that thing has been happening consistently.
Yes,
in
it's
that area.
Dangote.
But if it's Dangote truck eats his sister, not just random truck, you go to bring all those kind of demand.
But na Dangote now, you know, easy. Now your whole sister die. No be good.
Your whole sister, but then mama is at the club now partying.
May she die. May she go die. But now she's for the living now.
But now she was crying and then partying like
a few
days
then
ago.
she will be at the club. She will still go home and cry. Maybe she probably you want her to wallow in sadness till she die.
You're not getting it.
I understand what you're trying to say.
If you want
just
people
put
to
it-
take you seriously, if you want to
It's
fight
true.
this
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
you
yeah,
stay
yeah.
consistent
You're
to your
right.
actions.
You're right on that
I'm not
aspect.
saying that you should not
because she
party.
still has a bigger issue to
I'm
tend
not
to
saying
right
that
now.
it's not. It's like
I feel like
if
this is
you
not the
come
right
out,
time for her to even be doing that thing.
If you
right
want to
now.
go out, you go out. People party, but then you go out and then you're posting everywhere, and then it was still you that was claiming, my sister suffered injustice. I was being saying like, why Very Dark Man who is he bites. When he bites, he doesn't let go until he bites the flesh out. So if you want to fight,
Very Dark Man people.
I'm not even a fan. But I'm a fan of good things. I'm a fan of righteous stuff. I'm a fan of a good fight. But if you want to fight a company as big as Dangote, you fight till the bone.
How about a team, a management? There's something she should not even be posting. Maybe she felt like people will carry her snap and post.
Phyna is impulsive. Phyna does a lot of things without thinking, even outside of the old incidents. Being her status as a baby Naija winner, maybe now she come herself constantly say baby Naija don't want pay her.
She still drag them.
Say the money na
audio
money. You get.
Ooh.
So all of those things there, she's very impulsive. So if you want, my point here is I'm not asking her not to party. I'm not asking her not to flex. Like she needs the break. She needs to let go.
Yeah.
But if you want to fight, you fight. You fight like you're at the battlefront. You don't fight today and then relax and wait for. That people know they did not reply to anything now. They're not saying anything now. Did not reply, did not say anything, they're not commenting. It's like she's just backing. And that's what Very Man was angry about the other time too. That
she was not strategic about this thing.
You should not let them sideline you. They did that because they know that I will make this thing, I will make the effect of this thing standard. But no, now the 5 billion naira, now they shook mama. Now they pay 20 million naira, is not reaching. Yeah, now question is, what exactly she fighting for now? I like to ask her the question. What exactly are you fighting for? So that we people, we Nigerians that are grieved
now. At least the children.
What part of the compensation?
The children.
But you know they talk about the children now.
The matter just get as be normally, but then now who die and I lose at the end of the day, honestly speaking.
Let me take a deep breath, because I feel like if I keep talking about this thing, I'm just gonna be very vexed. Because I don't know. If you want to fight for something, now that the sister is dead, may I so rest in peace, choose a cause to fight for. If you're fighting for the children, you fight for the children. 20 million naira is a lot of money, but at the same time, it's not a lot of money.
It's not even enough.
It's not enough. It can dry up in a blink of an eye. These children are still very small. If you want a business consultant that can at least save them for life, and they give a plan as to how this money can be.
She even said she did not even know that the father collected the money. She didn't know when it happened. So why is it like that?
How come people don't even have a single voice in your family? That your father goes that way,
why did Dangote go and give the? Why did they go and give the father at the back?
Normally, no be Phyna born pikin now. No be Phyna born pikin. Phyna's sister died, but now their own pikin died.
But at least she should know about it now.
So
how did they even do it?
Why didn't the father tell her that I received 20 million naira?
He later did, but that's what I'm saying.
But at the point, if they had a voice, at the point where they reached out to him, they were going to pay.
They would have even negotiated more.
They would say, no, I can't do this. You have been talking. According to that description, they say that she's the one that is standing in place for her sister as her voice. I can't take any of these things. You speak to my daughter, Phyna. Once you have conversations with her, she come to me. Then we'll come together as a family. But the father took the money. I don't want to blame, because it's not my place to. I don't want to dive into that. It's not my place to do that. But I feel like once again, if you want to fight for something, you fight with all your soul, you fight with all your might, and you don't let distractions. You can even go and ask for that, people will not know. But your mouth will not see. Everybody must know that you're balling. No, that you have arrived. You're in town. We feel for you. We don't want you to wallow and be crying. You were crying the other day on live, but let us see your seriousness. That way we can fight with you. We can fight for you. And these people come and you're like, so I cannot go and party again. You give reasons. But I'm not expecting you to give example like reasons like, you guys come a slack. I've been going through a lot. I deserve a break. But now you don't be like saying when they throw stone, they fight. Everybody grieve differently.
It must be really hard to be a celebrity. Trust me.
And I want to be warned. I'm gonna survive. Yeah. I'm gonna leave. But anyway, Phyna, please, we are ready to fight with you. I just don't have the strength of an activist. I thought they champion this fight. But I think as a collective, as a community, as a nation, we're ready to fight with you. Because before you, a lot of people have been going through this. The people are still going through it. But if at least we can fight for one person, fight for your sister's roots children to have a greater future, to have a more sustainable future, then we will do that. But we need to know what we are fighting for. We need to know what we are standing for, so we are not just lost. And they were not lost like very dark that when it was time for the payment, it was sidelined, and then you went there with your representative. We want to go to the battlefront with you together, holding axes, holding whatnot, just to fight for you. So let's do that together.
Okay, so moving on. Did you see this interview that Laide Bakare did? She was talking about her introducing a daughter, a 17-year-old daughter, to the club. And, Nigerians came for her. People saying that, why would she even say something like that? She was even like, she introduced a child to alcohol. A daughter to alcohol. And then a lot of people just had something to say. So what do you think about that? Do you think that that was good as a parent? It's good to actually have that kind of relationship with your children for them to want to, because just tell me, what do you think about that?
Okay, so here's what I think. I do think that it is good to build memories, to build bonds with your children, but I think it would fly better if she's 18. The normal adult age in Nigeria is
18.
18.
Okay.
So as a 17 years old, she's still a minor. Do I have a problem with the actions? No. Do I think it's okay? Yes. But do I think it's the right time? No. I mean, it's just a year.
Well, then what's the difference?
So this is what I think. I think building stuff like that with your children is good. So I met somebody over the like a couple of weeks ago while I went to work, and then I'd seen these kids, very pretty young girls. They were drinking. I've been
drinking alcohol,
having ballet, having Irish cream, having gin, and in my mind, I'm like, can never be me. I don't drink. I have very low tolerance. And look at these youngies pouring it down. And the man was like, come on. They have to look like their father. Saying that, okay, I got them into drinking at a very young age, at the early secondary school days. And then afterwards, I stopped them from drinking. They were all on juice and softies. And then later on, we got back into alcohol. Reason being that they're going to go to school where I'm not going to be there. I don't want things like this to be a problem or to be things that they will use to weigh them or make them feel like only this is what you do to feel woke. Those kids have not lost their manners. They're still very responsible, very respectful, and they're thriving in tech. So that is not a problem. And then she's coming from building memories, not experience. It's like I want my daughter to be, when she thinks about the first time that she went to club, it's gonna be with me. And then the first time I read that, I was at home, and my brother was like, people are gonna take her on trips now, give her better experience. I'm like, it's not exactly about the experience. For her, it was the memory. Either she gets to have a better club experience, or she has a blast alcohol, gang war, whatever. It's gonna be to her that the first time I ever stepped my foot in a club,
it was my mom.
I went there with my mom.
And have you seen this girl? Like, have you seen her body?
I've seen her several times.
She's so beautiful.
And the first time I saw that girl, I'm not gonna lie, I thought she was 27. I think I seen her like 2 different premieres, and then I seen her at Aroguntida. It was at Kemiti's YouTube movie premiere, and I asked somebody, "Is this woman's child?" And I'm like, what the flipping. This is our child, because she kind of looked like the sister. Like you know that there's age difference in between them, but she wouldn't think it's that deep. She has that baby. She said that's baby face, but then the body is a lot. So by normalcy, people will engage her.
Yes, people would even come for her.
People just want to have a taste of her, but then having to, like, people like us now, we don't really enjoy life very now. When a small thing, waiting go move us now, it go hard gun. Because no matter cocaine, we don't bother, we are bothered. But then she understands that she herself is in a space where she's out there in the world. Her daughter has the physique, she has the stature, she has the face to be there in the world. But I want her to be like, I had this thing first. It's not fresh to me. It's not something that you tell me to be like, if you don't think you're not part of the woke people. I'm already woke. and in the company of my mom.
And she seems to have that very good bond with
They're
her
like
mom.
sisters, oh.
That's amazing.
So I don't see a problem on. I think that, well, at the end of the day, all that let's wait till 18 is for people's validation, to be like, at least she's an adult.
At least she's an adult.
Because if she didn't come out to say it, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So she came out to just let you know that, okay, I'm doing this. She's not asking other parents to do that. She's just saying, I did this for my daughter, with my daughter. It's like a tradition for us. I mean, they could say that, okay, every year, the first person that I want to go to club or party with every year had to be my mom. Like, it's a thing. So I don't see a problem in it.
I don't have a problem with it, honestly. It was just, I just wanted to hear your opinion, because this is what people have been saying. Trust me, even young adults that we even feel like, at least they should be able to understand how these things go. Now they are all bashing her. In fact, it got so intense that she had to come back again to clarify things. I did not introduce her to alcohol. I only took her clubbing. It's not necessary. Nigeria is not to say like that. We don't care. We don't really care like that. But then we're just bent on this is how things should be done. It shouldn't be like that. We are so used to the traditional ways of
we are not
children.
used to it. We are just trying to be unreasonably, I don't know that word. We're trying to be unreasonably righteous and claiming that we are following,
and for many of us,
following traditions.
For many of us, our parents did not raise us like that.
They didn't raise us like that. Yeah. But then for many of us too, not me though.
But we're in a new generation though.
Like a lot of us have been experiencing life. I see one video on TikTok one day, and this girl, although they did say that they are brothers and sisters, but at least we have seen one. That girl is a minor. She's like a GSS 3 or GSS something, not even SS, so GSS.
What happened?
And this small boy, or not this small boy with iPhone, me and my baby for like that one said just they boing. Some people are saying in the comment section that they look alike. They might, because I also felt like they had to be siblings.
Yeah, all this stuff clickbait.
Like
people
they,
do that.
They have to be siblings, because if they are not siblings, that's some messed up shit.
No.
And
Then
siblings. You're posting that. That's a major minor. It's a major minor. So I feel like we need to desist from all of this I'm all righteous kind of attitude. Now wait till now they do for closed door. But then again, I don't think I should know that if you're coming out to share things about you, you should expect it. What I don't expect from her is come back and say that I didn't do this, so I did that, though. It's not necessary. You fucking did this.
Yeah, she did that, but
You
then
did
because
it, and
people were coming for her a lot, so she just felt like. But it wasn't necessary, I beg. They understand each other, and I think that's actually very beautiful. Yeah. You know, because now the child, I keep saying the daughter would always want to involve her mom in everything. She would always find solace in her mom. She would always want to talk to her mom about anything bothering her. Unlike, many of us, that
we don't have that.
I cannot talk to my mom about this. I cannot talk to my dad about that.
I don't have that rapport.
But it's a good way to raise children these days.
Like be a like. We are gonna be mothers. We're gonna be the one raising the next futures. And then if it's one thing I understand with this current trend is, you don't have to bring the archaic belief or the old
way you were raised, because you were raised like that.
Bring the old ways and bring the new ways. You don't come and tell them this is how you should go. It's I see what you are doing, but why not do it this way? And if they want to do it that way, they'll get messed up and they may come back to you. And you tell them, but before you want to make sure that they don't get mixed up. It's the same way why you don't impose on them before they they divert from you. They can't tell you things. You want these children, you want them to tell you things. You want to be the friend that they tell things, that they communicate their feelings and emotions to. Because what these children are doing
these days, I'm telling you,
what they are doing, you be asking, where were you born? Are you reincarnated? Because where do they have the mind?
And the media, it's a major. that one,
yeah. We go on the topic of when we call ourselves to order. Because we are here. I mean, we are having this conversation right now. Both the digital media, the radio, the television, our newspaper, and every other person. You think that we're gonna call each other to order? We're gonna sit down. We're gonna dedicate a whole session to, because what we are also doing is a lot. We are also playing a very huge and major role in all of this, and let's just be mindful of what we do and how we put out this news, because they affect our actions, they affect the people. We are reading it, our children are reading it. You friends of your children that I think do not have access to the internet are reading it, and they're going to share it with them in school. So please, let's be very mindful. Anyway, thank you so much. I mean, we had quite a session.
Yeah.
It's quite a session today.
Fun.
I'm sorry that I did a lot of talking. It felt like I'm in a different zone and I was just parrying. It's not my fault. We're more para. It's just that some things are just not balancing in my mind. I'm like, why act this way? But I'm not the moral police to tell you how you should act, but I feel like your senses should tell you what you should do right and what you should do wrong. And let's live truthfully, let's live honestly. Even if you want to do mago, let's do mago reasonably. Yeah. What do you have to say, Phyna?
Thank you guys for staying with us. So this brings us to the end of today's episode. Thank you very much for tuning in with us today. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
See you back next week.
See you back next week. Thank you for always being. We not give bossa to our OGs now.
Okay.
Bossa. You guys, bossa. Thank you for always keeping it. So, like she said, see you guys next week, and that's bye.